Let's get into the curation team, because I'm always curious about the ways services are and aren't incorporating AI into the workflow. And they are actual human beings uniquely equipped to help you find art within your price range and match your tastes and all that sort of stuff. It feels like a job that's ripe for like a recommendation engine or something. And I'm wondering about the balance or why the decision to keep the human element there, or if there's AI being employed, all that stuff. I'm really curious and love to hear you talk about.
Sure. Well, I went back in time with the help of Sarah Hack, who's one of our machine learning engineers. And she pointed me to GitHub repo that has been around for 6 years. So we've been doing machine learning at Artsy for at least that long, if not longer, in a different places. So you will find that sort of how we sort things is based on a recommendation engine. And, it's not that you have to be at a certain budget to really take most advantage of our advisory team. And at the same time, we think that right now where AI, and by AI we mean machine learning, and by machine learning we mean neural nets at a certain level of depth, what they can do right now is amplify our own biases as humans. And you can see this on some of the poorer sides of AI and machine learning and neural nets, where you train things on just white skin and then people can't have their soap dispensed by an electronic sensor. And I think you're helping to fix that as well, which is wonderful. So we're amplifying bias. And so what we're biasing right now and what we're amplifying are these editors and these curators. And so, we've got, I think millions of pieces of art and hundreds of thousands of artists and many, many, many users. And I think if you calculate the intersection of all of that, it would be like 12 trillion interactions. And there's no way that any human is going to make sense of that. Wow. Exactly. So you talk about art being big data. It's actually big data. And this is where we at Artsy just love as technologists to be able to come in, play with this data. One of the first things that we did is we made this thing called a genome project. And so this is one of the first things that we use to help us sort algorithmically what you get to see in front of you. Wow. So we've been at it for a while, but at the same time, I think that you can also get into this kind of uncanny valley with AI, where it's almost there and it almost is right, but there's just something off about it. And that's where if we bring in this curatorial and human element, then we kind of avoid that uncanny valley.